Game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. On the map, Gold Rush. Currently 3 wins for Shadowfaxx. He might be able to close this series out with this game. We'll have to wait and see how it's going to go. But a very spicy one here as Shadowfaxx going in with yet another Norse pick with his Odin now against Suppe's Oranos. We'll see how things are going to go in this one. A very, very spicy matchup. As you do see Suppe here. Oh. I'm not sure Suppe knows. So this build order, okay. This build order here that Suppe is going for is the build you do when oh god, is it enough? I think it's going to be fine. I think that Auroch is fine. I think the Rhino is not fine. We'll have to wait and see if Suppe's food is going to get up to 125 or not. I think it will, but basically when you're going for the Suppe basically here he is going for a 4-minute advance as fast as he possibly can here. With Aurochs, you can drag them in nice and close to your town center, so you can get as close to 355 as possible. The problem with Aurochs, though, is that you have to shoot them so many times, so it's kind of a trade-off between the Auroch and a giraffe as to which one you really want to have as Oranos when you're going for these sorts of advance times. But if you do go for a 4-minute advance time with, say, Rhinoceros as an option, then what ends up happening is that first Rhinoceros takes way too long to kill, and oh no, that's a mistake. You're supposed to build a house with this villager. I mean, maybe it's not a mistake. Maybe he's going to get the temple up and it's going to be fine here, but we'll have to wait and see as the villager will grab all the wood. Doesn't need to get any more wood than that. I don't know what Suppe's doing. Maybe he's just going for a 430 and I'm just going absolutely crazy as Shadowfaxx going to eat up this Auroch over here as well. As he does start shooting this Auroch here, he gets the extra wood to get himself, yeah, he's getting himself an extra citizen out or something, right? As the citizen going to be trying to grab this this gold here, and there's the temple going down. As yeah, Suppe's grabbed maybe just a little bit too much wood here. If he wants to hit this 4-minute, we'll see how much it's going to matter or not. As the Oracle's going to be bringing everything back now. The thing is here with Oranos on this map, I feel like the best kind of play for Oranos here, as you can see, he actually would have had the resources if he pulled earlier. The best kind of play here for Oranos on this map is to probably go for mass, what do you call it? Mass Murmillo. So double military barracks here. And you can do double military barracks with really good hunt off of the 4-minute advance time. Basically what you do is you have to take the villagers off of wood and off of gold and come over onto this food. Once you have the resources you need, the immediate first villager will pop over onto the gold mine. It's going to be completely fine here. So we'll have to wait and see how this is all going to go. As Shadowfaxx is going up through Freya, he's going to be a little bit behind the advance time of Suppe, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal as the Hersa moving across the map. Now, I do feel like the Oracle should come over here and be ready to be valid here to make sure he can defend this location, because I mean Suppe's going to have to figure this one out. He's dropping his mana over here. He's dropping some wooden walls as well. There's the military barracks. There's the counter barracks. Promethean coming over here as well to defend as the Hersa does pick up the system of Bast here. Negative 10% villager food cost. As the Hersa coming in onto this position to put some pressure over here. We'll see if this is going to be a problem for Suppe or not, as Shadowfaxx is going to have a lot of units to come over here. He's already got the Valkyrie coming through, as well as another Hersa. As we see one longhouse coming down on that position, we see another longhouse coming down as the villager has to retreat back. We've got the Terma coming through onto this position over here as the Promethean coming through as well to push them back. So we do see it turning around. The villagers saying, I want to get onto these deer as fast as you possibly can. This cheeky little forest fire does come down. The villagers will pull back. He's got plenty of straggler trees here to wait that out as well. As the hero, as the Valor does come through here, it gets 2 valid Murmillo plus the valid Terma, as Shadowfaxx has now got himself 1 longhouse, 2 longhouses, and it looks like he's building some Ulfsark here and some raiding cavalry. Oh no, he's just going for pure Ulfsark. A very interesting play. We'll see if it's going to work out for him. Moving over here to find himself some more of this hunt. He does have that final boar on that position as the mana does come down. For the moment here, Suppe is just going to play very, very defensive and see if he can make it work. Now, you do have to remember that Suppe is kind of the master from the other position in this matchup. He's really, really good in this matchup with Odin. So he should have some awareness of the sorts of things that Oranos players do to get victories against him. And he's going to be attempting to execute that here just from the other side of the coin. As the Oracle over here does get taken out. Ulfsark now moving across the map. Going to try and put some pressure on over here. You can see that Raven is just floating overhead. As we do see the hero Terma very smartly moving in to snipe these out in the open Ravens here. Really, really smart to make that happen there as the villagers finish up on this position. Going to have to make the long trek over here as the villagers have already got an ox cart onto that. So what he could do is bring some of these wood villagers off, drop them over here if he wants to. As you do see the citizen here getting sniped down. We see Suppe going to be garrisoning into his manor here. It's very, very difficult to pick off a citizen close to a manor, but Shadowfaxx is making it work as he as he forces out the shockwave there, manages to just barely keep that citizen alive. And we'll see if Suppe is going to be sending that citizen back home. It's definitely something to consider here, and it's what he's going to be doing. We see the Ulfsark searching around here as a Caraballister is out. Suppe not paying attention as Shadowfaxx gets in onto this. You see 2 shots in, doesn't even pick off one of those Ulfsarkers. The Murmillo has to retreat back. We do have a Caraballister over here, but good snipe from Shadowfaxx as the villagers moving over onto this position now as Suppe's going to be wanting to start spamming out those Prometheans here, one would have to expect. As we see another Valor there. That's not exactly the Valor he wanted. He went and got himself Terma heroes there, where I think maybe Terma hero and Murmillo make a lot more sense. As the army coming back in onto this position, they do spot the villagers here, and he will get that low HP villager from Suppe. Suppe only brought one of them back home here. Should have gone for both of them, as the villagers over here now have been spotted as well. Going to jump straight into the manor at this point. There's a handful of Herso waiting on this location over here to defend as the army comes through to push these guys away. We do see a little bit of Garrison Micro trying to get onto the other side to get a little bit more chip damage done as the villagers coming back over onto the wood line here. As Shadowfaxx is going to be motoring ahead in this matchup. He's making himself throwing axemen out as well. Raiding cavalry, Ulfsark, dwarves, everything else coming through as well. Villagers finishing up on these chickens over here. He's still got a little bit of hunt left on this position here as well. So if he wants to move out onto that, he can make that happen. It's currently 95 population for Suppe to 95 for Shadowfaxx. Suppe getting himself husbandry as well. As his army now looking to start pushing out. He's got to be careful to not get out of position with half of his army here, but he does have a decent army to take out these units, pulling the Promethean back here, trying to do as best as he can. But right now the army of Shadowfaxx moving in onto this position as the micro there from Shadowfaxx, really, really good, distracting those Caraballister beautifully as the rest of Suppe's units now coming in. But is it too little too late from Suppe here to get the rest of his reinforcements into this fight? It seems like not too little too late. It seems like Shadowfaxx wants to retreat here, even after he had such a good start to that fight. And he's going to be pulling all the way back home here, it seems. As Shadowfaxx now coming through with his own reinforcements here. As it seems like he didn't have all of his units here, and Suppe has to think about retreating. Pickaxe coming through for Suppe. Going to turn around and take this fight. He still doesn't have access to his medium upgrades just yet, but the Promethean here can be doing a lot of damage in this fight. There are a handful of Hersa remaining here, but they are mostly all getting taken down here, as you need the Hersa to be taking out those Prometheans if you want to win these fights here. But right now, Shadowfaxx, he is sitting at a population advantage, deciding to retreat away for the time being, as he doesn't have enough to kind of deal with this. But Shadowfaxx will be able to start getting himself some more Valkyrie out to deal with those Promethean moving forward here, as he decides to turn around, continue this fight. Valor coming through here to try and deal with that other Valkyrie that's now coming through. These Promethean doing a lot of damage to those human units, as the Hero Mamillo, Hero Mamillo and Terma try and take down the Valkyrie here, but Shadowfaxx trying to market that one to the best of his ability. 59 population for Shadowfaxx to Suppe's 83 population here, as Suppe is starting to motor ahead in this game with his spammage. And this is the thing. This is the big thing. This is Gold Rush. So all the gold is in the middle of the map, and Shadowfaxx has only got 2,000 gold left in this gold mine. So if Shadowfaxx keeps this up and keeps trading the way he's doing right now, he might find himself getting gold starved in the next 3 minutes of this game, because that gold mine here is like, with 12 villages on it, it's going to be expiring very, very quickly. You basically, what is it? Basically 11 gold a second. So you can do the math to kind of work out how long that's going to take to get to expire there. I guess you can just say it's pretty easy. It's just like 200 seconds. Anyways. Or a little bit less than that. But the Suppe unit's still going after this. I'm surprised to see Shadowfaxx still opting to fight this when he really needs to be concerned about how he's going to get gold in this game. Now, unfortunately for Suppe here, he doesn't have any line of sight of the gold mines here. He is sending a citizen forward. I wouldn't mind him seeing him spam buildings around here to try and control the middle of the map. He is grabbing these berry bushes in the middle here as the Raven does get spotted here. Gonna be able to take that one down. As the lull here before the storm coming through, we do have no Aurora Borealis Valkyrie, but the army for Suppe coming back in. He's got a lot of villages on food right now. Could do with a few more villages on gold at this point. How many military buildings does he have? He's got some more coming up over on this position, as maybe the heroic gauge here with heroic gauge timing from Suppe wouldn't go astray. Like maybe taking this villager off the berries here, coming over onto the large gold mine wouldn't be a bad idea. As the army getting taken down over here, Terma goes down. Units pushing forward now for Suppe. Going to look to put some pressure in onto Shadowfaxx, as the Ox Cart over here just hanging out in that position. How much gold is left here? 700 gold remaining here on that position. As the army does get a bit of a surround here. Big shockwave there onto those thrown axemen, allowing those Mermillo to get a lot more survivability in this one, as we see some hero units getting created here from Suppe. The Terma trying to take out those thrown axemen as best as he can. It looks like Shadowfaxx's units are dropping ever so slightly here, even though it seems like he's winning on this fight, but the reinforcements are just going to continue to pile through here as Suppe's population drops incredibly quick there towards the end of that fight. Beautiful fight there for Shadowfaxx, as Suppe, he needs upgrades now. Where are the crazy upgrades that Suppe normally gets? He normally goes for armor upgrades. He normally goes for those line upgrades in these kind of situations, but he just hasn't done it just yet. As these citizen over here, Shadowfaxx will see that and get extremely excited. He's going to be putting all the pressure over here to try and snipe these down. As we see the hero citizen going to turn around. They really don't get that big of a bonus against Valkyries at all here, as Suppe is getting dismantled. As he's got plenty of he had plenty of resources. He just didn't have the upgrades here. And if you take a look at Shadowfaxx, I mean, he doesn't have anything too special, but just medium upgrades is more than enough here. And Suppe taps out here. Shadowfaxx winning in 5 games. What a game here from Shadowfaxx. I thought Suppe had it in the end. If Suppe had macroed this a little bit better and had just grabbed himself a little bit more gold, got himself copper mail and medium infantry, there is probably no way that Shadowfaxx would have been able to move on to a second gold mine in this game after all is said and done. I feel like Shadowfaxx was over fighting against the Oranos in the early game here. and he was going to find himself having a very, very difficult time come the 14th minute in this game, but it just doesn't end up working out for Suppe in this one. Shadowfaxx claims 3rd place. Suppe claims 4th place. Congratulations to these guys. They fought an incredibly good tournament here, taking out some incredible competition in this tournament. Just to name a few here, Suppe taking out more here in 4 games, fairly decisively, taking out Chemo in 3 games. He dropped to Nullus in 7 here, and obviously dropping to Suppe in the end, to just Shadowfaxx in the end, 4 games to 1 as well there. But Shadowfaxx, on the other hand, he took out Tiger Boss, he took out Kavoth, and he did drop to Ulysses there as well. But he came to play today. He played incredibly well in this game. And if you guys enjoyed this tournament, that's the end of the tournament. If you guys enjoyed this tournament, enjoyed this series, enjoyed anything Age of Mythology, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game. Oh no, I haven't hit the